This will increase the quality of your jobs, cut your cost, and filter out bad employees. So let's get into this. So first of all, you want to set clear expectations up front. You want to make sure they understand everything about the job they're doing, all of the insights they need to do. Therefore, you need three things ideally, right? And that's job checklist per service type or job. Then you need client preferences stored and shared, and define what done looks like. The best way to store this would be inside of a management software. You can use Needy or Jobber or whatever you use, but just make sure for each job you have clear specification, like the preparation tasks, main tasks, final inspections, to ensure there's really quality in all of the work you do. And this way, you lose churning clients, so you make sure that clients stay with you for periodic time, and you also make sure that your cleaners are satisfied because they're doing a good job and they're paid well. They don't have to do the same job twice and so on, right? Then again, let's go back here and see. You also need to define what done looks like. So really set clear expectations for every single job. The second point you need to make sure you have right is to use a centralized job management system, right? Those are three things again. Assign jobs with full context. That means location, time, notes, right? Again, we go to our management software. And we see, we can create a new job and set a time and date, and the cleaner should be really clear on when is actually going to happen, right? Also, additionally, you also want to make sure that there are pretty clear notes for each client, and what are his requirements, how to enter his facility, and so on, right? You need to give access to your management app to your cleaners, right? And have them upload photos, mark job is completed, and really you have to teach them how to use the software. And you also need to have real-time updates and reduce back and forth, and after the job is done, you want to send email to the client and ask him if everything was fine. If it was, great. If not, we have to go again. Then automate reminders and follow-ups. This is something I've pretty much touched upon previously. So that means auto-send daily job reminders, auto-confirmations, and client notifications, pulse job reviews, prompts for feedback, right? This can go for both client and the cleaner. The cleaner should be informed whenever they have a job and should be reminded on their phone or their email. And again, the client should be reminded after job is done, or before job and then after job is done, and ask for a review, if everything was okay, if something went wrong, and so on, right? So you want to have this clarity and feedback loop set up.